Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me on Sealed for Good. Today I'm going to talk about the evolution of the sheet membranes in our range, taking a small step back in time. Many of you know Gripset as a liquid membrane company, but you may not know the fact that actually when we started out in business and when I first cut my teeth into this game, we were a sheet membrane manufacturer in Australia, one of the only few at the time, back in the 80s, and I'm going to show you what we used to make back then. So our background was in bitumen, and we were bitumen specialists. That's how we discovered a whole lot of membranes and technologies back then, particularly specialising in the water-based technology of bitumen and how we could use polymers with it. But we had a really novel sheet membrane at the time, which was something that looks like this, and you'll see the photo in the background now of it being applied. And essentially it was a polymer bitumen latex product that was on a sheet that actually, when it was laid down, it would form both a waterproof membrane and a crack-resistant anti-fracture system. It was used primarily in wet areas, internal, external, and also on floors as an anti-fracture system. And this is way before even standards came out in terms of what to use, and AS3740 was just in its infant stage back then. But this really was cutting edge at the time because it was solvent-free. And from there, we evolved our liquid membranes that we used in conjunction with this product. But as we've always done, with the trends that go on in the global market, we've ensured that we've produced products and developed products what the market wants. So then, the evolution of our sheet membranes, we then, a couple of decades later, had our GC range, and the principle was the same. It was a plastic sheet film that was inside the membrane, different coverings, and so those of you that use our GC range, we have our GC1, our GC2, and our GC4 system, which is the acoustic. And essentially these, in principle, are very similar to our original bitumen sheet membrane, but without the bitumen. But the principle behind them was they're a vapor barrier, a plastic film in between that gave it very good waterproof properties, but that anti-fracture and that high strength application, or that high strength property that allows the membrane to be used more than just a waterproof membrane. And so we still, to these days, and seeing lots of guys out there utilising this, the blue one, the GC1 in wet areas, our GC2 in external wet areas, and our GC4 in either internal or external wet areas for acoustic properties. So we went from our GC range, which really was a cold adhesive application, no torching, no heating up, no welding. We've always been in that mould. And our background in bitumen really gave us an insight in whether the advantages and limitations were with bitumen products. And so last year, many of you who follow us would have seen the BRW, the evolution of the BRW range, which was butyl rubber. And we have our self-adhesive systems as well now. And these are really big players in our range. It's the start of a new evolution. We've got a whole range of BRW membranes coming through in the next 12 months. The two we started with were the BRW PF and our BRW HD. And this grade is for underground with a HD plastic film. As you would have seen from the applications, it has a self-adhesive. It's black, but it's not bitumen, so you don't have any of the hazardous components with bitumen, and the adhesion of this is from -40 degrees C right up to 80 degrees C, and same with our PF grade. The only difference is this has got a grey butyl backing, and that's the black. But this one's for direct fixed tiling over, primarily for wet areas. This is for underground areas where you'd bury it for a retaining wall or a planter box. And we've got all the ancillary products that go with it, with the self-sealing strip, the fillets, etc. But this is where sheet systems now for us are a big part of our range that are encompassed with our liquid membrane. So we're not just saying you can only use sheet or you can only use liquids. As many of you know, there's not one solution for every application. And for us, from Gripset's point of view, it's all about evolving what the market needs, the way we construct, the way we build, the challenges. The big one for these, for us, is the time. They really smash the time and allow our contractors, particularly our GAPP guys, to finish those jobs quicker, give the longer warranties, and make more money. And besides our self-adhesive waterproof membranes with our butyl, we have self-adhesive tiling systems for decoupling and anti-fracture that are the next evolution of innovations that Gripset's bringing to the market. So our liquid systems, our sheet systems, our detailing systems, it's all about what construction needs. We're going through a disruptive period now in construction globally, and ensuring that we don't just compromise on the quality of the products, we deliver long-term warranties, products that actually can be applied quicker, deliver a better job, and help you make money. If you'd like to know more, 1-800-650-435 or jump on the gripset.com website. Be part of that change. I'll see you next time.